Do you have difficulties speaking English? Well, there are many challenges that learners face when they try to speak a language. Like I do too. So a lot of learners, English learners, they have lots of grammar, vocabularies in their head, but they just cannot speak English. They just can't find a way to form a sentence and start speaking. Another circumstance is that they don't have the confidence to speak. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you step by step on how to start speaking English. The first thing is to learn some basic sentence structures. So, a basic sentence structure consists of three elements. First is S, subject. Second is verb, V, and last is O, object. So, if you want to know more about this basic sentence structure, check out this video of mine. The second step is to learn more vocabularies by actively reading and listening. The reason why I emphasize the word actively is because, yeah, a lot of people say that you can passively listen in order to speak a language fluently, but that's just the way to learn for babies. I know that adults can still learn English in that way, but it will take a lot of time because they are the people who are highly influenced by their mother tongue. So just like pushing another language in their mind without having any background knowledge about it will be just like you listening all day to the cats purring or the birds chirping. You're just listening to a sequence of sounds without understanding anything. In the process of listening or reading, if there is like any new words, just jot it down. But in order to memorize a word, like in the long-term memory, you have to stay engaged in the memorizing process. So, firstly, the first step is to guess the meaning of the word. Secondly, look it up on the dictionary. Thirdly, get to know more about that word, its origin, its like synonyms, acronyms, which will help you expand the word range. Yeah, and so, getting to know more about its origin, you may think like it's time consuming, but it's actually not. So, like, it's learning a new word is just like meeting a new person. If a person just passes by and you just, yeah, then that individual will not stay in your mind for long. But if you meet that person, you talk to that individual, you get to know more about them, then of course that person will stay in your mind. You will remember them. The third step is to learn the intonation. Well, and a really good way to do that is by passively listening. Yet, passively listening may not be such an effective method for you to like learn vocabularies, grammar, and all those a bit theoretical aspect of English. But for the intonation, well, of course, you can always use passively listening to like get accustomed to the intonation of speakers, native speakers. And you can also apply the method shadowing, which is a really common method among English learners. You just listen to the native speaker and then you mimic them as they talk. Well, but in order to learn how to like shadowing in the right way, well, check out this video of mine. It is a technique that will help you shadowing in the most effective way. The fourth step is to learn how to build a basic sentence. At the beginning of my Chinese learning journey, I have difficulties building sentences and thus I cannot speak Chinese. I know lots of random words, but I just cannot put them together to build a sentence. So a way to practice how building a sentence is to pay attention to how the native speakers construct their sentences. So I would usually get a simple paragraphs and then after that I can move on to more complicated paragraphs. And I just analyze all the sentences in that paragraph into the basic sentence structure of S, verb, and O. And the last step is no other than start speaking. So in order to speak English, the only way is to open your mouth and speak. Just be confident. You don't have to be afraid of anything. If you're too shy, then you can like look at yourself in the mirror and talk to yourself in the mirror. That is also a method that I usually apply. Like, yeah, I just like sit in front of the mirror and pretend I am talking to another person. And it's also a way for me to listen to myself in a quiet space and see if there is any pronunciation mistakes that I need to fix. But when you speak, don't pay too much attention to grammar because it will reduce your confidence and your fluency. If you want to check if you're speaking accurately, then you can go into this app, Notes on Apple. Yeah, and then you can turn on the microphone icon and start speaking. Your words will be converted into the text. After that, you can copy that text and put it on this website, Grammarly, which will help you to check if the grammar while you're speaking is right. But when you speak, do not interrupt yourself by thinking, "Oh, is this grammatically correct?" Just check after you're done speaking and to see if there are any mistakes that you need to correct. So, those are the 5 steps for you to start speaking English. Yeah, I really hope that after this video you won't have any difficulties speaking English, and I really hope that you find this video helpful. See ya!